did you feel when you saw Tutankhamun's tomb?
Exhilarated. It was a brilliant thing to find. It's like, if you're a child, it's like seeing the world's biggest roller coaster right in front of you. Lawrence.
How do you feel about steps and not yourself?
I feel a bit silly that I didn't find it and I had to wait for a local water boy to tell me. And it's amazing that all us archaeologists couldn't find it, but one local water boy could. Malky.
Do you know when you went into first Egypt, and you like found Tutankhamen, and like the scary stuff around you, like spiders maybe, and you saw the paintings and Tutankhamen. How did you feel there?
It was actually quite scary in the tomb. If you go there now, it wouldn't be so scary. They've lit it up and there's guides in there. But at first, you don't know whether it's going to be guarded or not. So
is it uncomfortable?
Yeah, it's a very uncomfortable feeling. Fletcher.
When you walked down into the cave, how did you feel and what did you hear?
I could hear loads of footsteps. It was really scary. I don't think it's haunted, not to scare anyone, but it was so dead quiet in there I could hear my own footsteps and they were scaring me. Bailey.
When you went into the tomb, what could you feel? What could you smell? What could you touch?
Well, the smell was a bit of a bitter sort of perfume, and whenever I went to touch the walls, I'd actually cut myself sometimes because they'd be old and broken. So, yeah. Kane?
When you looked inside the little hole, how did you feel when you saw the treasures?
I felt like I could make a lot of money out of that. Carlos.
When you were at Egypt, what was a place where you found Tutankhamen?
It was in the burial chamber, one of the main and biggest rooms. Hannah.
What did Tutankhamen look like when he was in his?
Well, I couldn't really see him that much. He had his mask on, but the mask is actually, there's a tiny bit of light in the tomb, and all of that was reflecting off his death mask. Kane.
When you saw Tutankhamun's death mask, was it bright or was it just dark and dusty?
Well, there was a bit of dust, but after we brushed that off, it was really bright. Like I said, you could see all the light reflecting off it. Will?
Were you surprised when the body was in one place?
Well, yeah, I actually thought it'd all be broken after all these years and all the bugs inside. I thought they would have gotten to it, but no, it's well protected. Fletcher.
When you saw Tutankhamen, what else was in there?
There was all of his treasures, models of his servants, and actually loads of pairs of shoes. Megan.
when you heard that there was a tomb, how did you feel?
Well, in the tomb, I have found a tomb before, and I knew that there'd be treasures in there. But when I looked in the treasure room, there's more than I've ever seen before. Bless him.
How did you feel when you first went to and opened the tomb?
I actually felt scared and happy at the same time, because I knew what an influence this would have on the world, but I also was aware that there may have been some dangers in the tomb. Okay, Jack?
How did you discover he was a pharaoh?
Well, I'd heard of King Tut before, and you have to be someone quite important to be buried in a good tomb, and he also had his death mask on, which mainly pharaohs get.